sale. Buy this therapeutic mattress, any size, and get a second mattress free. That's 2 for so one. Buy a queen size therapeutic for $9.99. Get the second same size or smaller free. Buy the king size, get another king or smaller size free. Buy a full or twin size, the second one's free. Plus, for other great mattress bundles of the best brands, it's buy one, get one, and the funds to go never get mattress sale.
Not a leaning chimney, don't dare tear it down. Call the team at Anglers. Lock the first time, backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Anglers repairs, sinking, septic foundations, doing all things structural since 1930. Visit AnglersFoundationRepairs.com.
Gonna give me some food going back to school.
Welcome back to Video. We love sharing your comments. Okay, a lot of people speaking about that story. Julia says it really sounds like a made-for-TV movie. Yes, it does. Megan says this makes traveling to other countries really scary. You never know what could happen. But I always think of you, Jeff, because you have traveled all over the world, and you have often said that. I mean, I'm not going to, paint with a broad brush, but you've often said that, once you get to know a lot of these locals, it changed your mind.
Totally. Travel is the best I should. People around the world. People have this vision because of the internet, the stories, and the crime, and the murder, that's the whole world. People even in the most remote circumstances are like, they're there to help you. They want to help you even if they don't speak your language. These are outliers on what really happens in the world.
Yeah. Thank you for that. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or at JLoPlusLive.com. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here's what's ahead. J-Lo and Ben are getting divorced. They really not have a breakout. Attorney Mark
What's going on, y'all?
joining us live to talk
I'm just grabbing some food right quick. We finna do a mukbang in the class. We finna eat some wings, fries, in the class. Just waiting on my order.
Step your game up with Crystal Burn Body. You cover the spread with crystals by the sack, spicy wings, chips, pucks, and fries. It's a touchdown for everyone. This is how we tell you. Crystal.
She grew up in a middle-class home. She was the daughter of a working uncle, and she worked at McDonald's while she got her degree. Common here is most what it's like to be middle-class. It's when she's determined to lower healthcare costs and make housing more affordable.
I don't even indulge in them type of activities, man. I'm really waiting on my food, man. We finna do a mukbang in the class.
She's fighting for people like you.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Finna do a mukbang in
Deer
the
Park is
class.
celebrating its 150th anniversary. Let's take a look back. Deer Park, that's good water. You can taste how pure Deer Park is. Refreshing taste.
Do you shave your arms? No, I don't.
That's still good water. After 150 years, there's only one thing left.
Can I get a shout out?
Deer Park, that's still good water.
Emma,
We have something for you.
yeah, make sure y'all go check out Emma, man. Good people's, man. Make sure y'all check her channel out. You smoke weed? Hell nah.
So Gary Martinez is so sweet.
Hell no, I don't be smoking no weed.
I take that for you.
I need to hurry up and get back in the class. My gonna start back at 3 o'clock. Can I get a Snapple?
No, just the can.
Oh, just the can?
Yeah, bottle one. I'll put it on top.
Can I get that brisk?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, no. Yeah. I'm on live stream. Thank you. So we got the food. We finna go back to class. We finna have a whole little mukbang in class. We finna have a whole little mukbang in class. But the police just sent out here for real. The black man is God. Only thing I'ma say is, y'all see this? Y'all see this sun up here? Y'all see this sun? God made it. Y'all see this? Y'all see this ground I'm walking on? God made it. Y'all see this car I'm driving? God made it. Let's get back to school. I have a challenge. I doubt you will moan in the middle of the street. Moan in the middle of the street? Nah, I ain't even like that. That don't make sense for real. Do if you think about it. Do if you think about it for real. Supposed to be on. So I can get back to class. Oh. I hope bro don't be weird and give me a ticket for doing this. Cause the police just sitting right there. Cause it's gonna be like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Like, bro, come on now, relax. Let me drive. 12 cents right there. You're cute. Thank you. Let's see if we can make this turn. Fuck you talking about? Give me one. Fuck you talking about? What you talking about? All right, now let's get back to class. What flavor? Sour apple ice, man. Sour apple ice. But I got class in a minute. Y'all finna see how crazy I drive. What you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? Back up, bro. Move around. Man, appreciate y'all from UK, man. We from straight Atlanta. Straight Atlanta. Team codes closed. Man, I appreciate the vibes, man. Love from ATL to y'all, man. Come on now, they like me to turn green, bro. I'm finna miss class. All right, hold up. We might be next. I'm finna speed. I'm finna speed off. What fucking talking about? Out of there. What's going on with you, man? I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate being in the middle. Do a ghost. I can't do it right now. Come on now, bro. Why is you driving right beside me, bro? Bro, you better make a turn, bro, because I'm taking off on your ass. Bro, hit your turn, bro. Hurry up. They driving off slow like they ain't got nowhere to be. Come on, give me one. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Get up out of here. Hit that cut. Hit that cut. Get zooted on them right quick. Get zooted on them right quick. What you mean? Ooh, these wings about to hit. These wings about to hit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro. If my teacher wasn't taking, bro, I would hop down so fast. I would hop down so fast. If my teacher wasn't taking, man, I'd hop down so fast. Hit the gas, honk. You want me to honk? You want me to honk the horn, Tan? So like, hold up, I'm finna honk that joint right now. I'm finna honk that joint right now. Honk that joint right now. Step on the gas. Step on the gas. There, I stepped on the gas for y'all. Stepped on the gas for y'all. Oh, don't be. Don't have me out here driving crazy now. Hold on, let me bite that wing right quick. Let me bite these wings right quick. Bite these wings right quick. Let me see what they pushing on right quick. See what they pushing on right quick. She gave me the brisk tea. Damn. Down the wrong pipe. I hope these begging people don't be asking. Come tell you I'm not giving y'all a piece. Not giving y'all a piece on me. Woo! Look at it, y'all. Look at it. Yup. This that class lunch. This that class lunch. Hold on, let me get up. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me taste the wing right quick. Let me taste the wing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bit hot though. I got me some chicken wings and fries. Some sesame sweet chicken wing. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me jet eat one more. Let me jet eat one more. Ooh! Oh yeah. Swipe you up like that. I got you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, right. Oh yeah, this is good. But they know what they were doing. They know what they were doing. They know what they were doing. They trying to have a baby out here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. They're gonna be my spot. Shit. Oh, yeah, boy, I'm finna smack down. I'm finna smack down. I'm finna smack down. Ma'am, I do not know you. How you gonna be in love with me? You don't even know me. That don't make no sense. Like, I never hurt your feelings, man. I don't even know you. Man, what's it called it? What's her name? Tay. She said, I don't care about you and I don't care about your these feelings because you hurt my feelings. I really was in love with you, but you hurt my feelings. Me personally, I don't even know Shorty. I don't even know her. Hey, what? Who are all these people, man? Like, what's up, man? Man, I'm single, man. I'm single. What's up with everybody, man? Hey, y'all finna see me eating class. Part 2 of eating class, man. Straight mukbangs. Straight mukbang. Tight. What going on? But like, bro. Like, bro, I am single. Stop trying to claim me.
If this was a real cube or square or whatever you're working with, how much do you think that would weigh based on its tone, in this case black, and its shape and its size? Something that's big, black, and square like this will seem to be visually heavier than something that's small, black, and square like this, or like this actually big black rectangle. But these two added together give you that big black rectangle. Yes.
So, I'm trying to think. So those, the two separate ones with the, if those are two separate images, that's all that would be considered balance?
Well, like this is the whole image right here.
Uh-huh.
And so you have the left side of the image and the right side of the image. And so this big black rectangle, it's large, it's black, it's a rectangular, it's a geometric as well. That has a certain amount of visual weight to it. Here we have two smaller black squares. This black square by itself has less visual weight than the black rectangle. This black square by itself has less weight than the rectangle. But together, you take them together because they're on the same side of the artwork, then they seem to be about the same as far as visual weight is concerned. Does that make sense? You can think of it like a seesaw, okay? This is one big adult on one side of the seesaw, and then right in the middle of the screen, that's like the middle of the seesaw, middle of the artwork, and then these are two children on the other side of the seesaw. Yeah, this adult weighs 120 pounds, and these are two children that weigh 60 pounds each. Don't they kind of balance each other out?
Yeah.
That's kind of the concept we're going after when we talk about visual weight and balance. Okay, this would be symmetrical balance. This would be asymmetrical balance, because even though we still have the one black square, one black rectangle and two black squares, if you notice that we don't have symmetrical, like, or vertical dividing line where I have one black square on one half and these two black squares on the other half. The dividing line to cut this in half would be right here, in which case you can see this is not centered or even in this is a lot closer to the edge of the left side of the composition. And these two squares, there's part of one square that's on the left side of the composition. So as a result, the left side of the composition consists of this big black rectangle and say half of this smaller black square. That would be more visual, has more visual weight than the other half of this black square and this whole black square. The left side is going to be heavier than the right side. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's why it's in an imbalance. Also notice that, like I said before, they're not centered in the composition. These are all at the edges of the composition, and that's going to impact the sense of visual balance as well. Right? And they talk about, use examples of like seesaws and scales, and that's a really good way of conceptualizing it. Yes, ma'am?
I had another question about movement. I know you explained it before, and I went to
Okay, go ahead. You want me to say what it is?
It's like,
Okay. Movement is here's movement here. Okay? That's they say the visual flow of your design, but more realistically, or more basically, it's the direction that your eye follows as you look at the piece of work. So for example,
like what faces your eye first?
yeah, like if I were to, and I think I did this before, okay, I got it, I know.
Shit hot as fuck. Shit hot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Here's an example of movement. All right. When you look at this drawing, where do your eyes go first? What's the first thing where your eyes go?
The track.
Probably out here, right? And in what direction do they flow in? Where you see that thing? Do you go this way? And then as you're going up this way, then you catch the house and the tree. But your eye is flowing in this general direction from foreground, that's closest to you or the viewer, to background, that's furthest away. And then even after you get to the end of the tracks, then you notice the clouds in the sky, right? So the movement of your eyes from foreground to background and then to sky, that is what we mean by movement. The direction, the path that your eyes take as they look at the artwork. If you were to focus on the telephone lines here, then the path of your eyes would be probably something like this. Once again, from foreground to background, but higher up following those telegraph lines.
So how would you define that if you was to like put it down?
The path that your eye takes as you, I want to use the word scan the artwork. All scan is means when I look at it. What do I see first? What do I see second? What do I see third? So for example, I give you another example. If I were to draw big circle, small circle, tiny circle. Okay. What do you see first? Your eye starts here, then it flows to, see that? You look at this first, then you look at that first, then you look at that first. If you connect these three objects that you look at with a line, that's like a path. Okay? Your eye takes that path when you look at it. Right? That's what movement is. The order in which you see things in an image. You can say that. Maybe that's a little better. Right? Good. I'm glad that you were asking about the more complex principle of movement, because of the fact that we don't want somebody to say movement is what?
Money increasing or decreasing?
Well, no. We don't want anybody to say something like this all the time. Well, there's no movement in this image, which is not true. But they'll say, there's no movement because there's no choo-choo train on the tracks going that way. See, people smiling and nod, laughing and nodding their head. I promise you, I'm going to get somebody. I don't know who, but somebody's going to give me an answer like that. And all honesty, hopefully it'll probably be somebody in the online class because, you know, the caregiver in the online class. The idea is, when I get that student, I won't show you the name or tell you who they are, but I'm going to show you somebody gave me a ridiculous answer like that. Hey, here's a picture of a seagull, and a seagull flaps its wings, and because the seagull flaps its wings, that's the movement in the image. Okay, somebody's going to give me a ridiculous answer like that, and you're going to owe me $10 each. Yes?
If it's like a person, like, did you say figure or woman, man? Can you say that?
Say it again.
Like, if you have a person
Okay.
that's the main
Sure.
attraction, like, can you say woman, man?
Yeah, you can say, it's woman, man, if it's specifically that. You can say subject. That's just whatever I'm supposed to be looking at. Subject could be a person, or it could be if it's a picture of a basketball. Basketball is a subject.
Okay.
You can say figure if you wanted to.
Okay.
All right? And when we say figure, what we're talking about is whatever's in the foreground that I'm supposed to be looking at, as opposed to ground. You have figure and ground. That's like positive and negative for foreground and background.
Okay.
All right? Good question. Good question. Any other questions? Yes, sir. I'll just speak up. Unity. Unity. Okay. Unity is one of the principles, and that has to do with how do all of the shapes, lines, textures, colors, do they all seem to belong together? And it's a lot more concrete than it is abstract. There are ways that I can show you that. There are different techniques that I can use. There are really other principles that I can use that lend a sense of unity to an artwork. And so let's look at the dictionary definition. Basically, it's telling you that with unity, if you don't want artwork to not have unity. That's the last thing you don't want to have, because if it doesn't have unity, then all you have is a bunch of shapes that are separate. Okay, they have nothing to do with each other. I don't see starry night stars that have these organic, maybe gusts of wind, and say that's a mountain peak. This is a Van Gogh print, by the way. The reason why there's unity here is because of the fact that there's a similarity in shape and in color in a lot of ways in this painting. Okay, I don't have square stars and then swirly lines and then zigzaggy mountain peak. Everything has more of an organic shape. At least this part of the print, with the sky and the mountain peak. The fact that I'm using elements in a similar way, for example, they are all organic, okay? We all kind of look the same or look similar, I have unity. Now, it doesn't have to be identical. It shouldn't be identical, but it should be similar enough that it looks like they go together because they have enough in common. In this case, the example I'm talking about are organic shapes. Yes, sir.
Is that why Don McClain used that in Don McClain was the performing artist when he used that template for the song, right?
Say that again.
Don McClain.
Don McClain. Who's Don McClain?
Remember he did the song Starry Night?
Yeah.
I think he was going off of, he was having...
Like something like this, Starry Night, the Van Gogh print?
Yeah.
Maybe that's pretty, this is a very famous print, very famous Van Gogh print, right? You'll see this a lot. Actually, Ms. Motolan has this in her office. Not the original, of course. A print, like a reprint. Unity is the final result that we get from your artwork when all of the elements, all the shapes, all the lines, all the colors seem to work harmoniously together, okay? To give the viewer a satisfying sense of belonging and relationship. When we say the viewer gets a satisfying sense of belonging and relationship, they're not talking about the viewer personally. They don't feel like they belong. They feel like everything in the image feels like it belongs together. I'll give you an example of unity in culinary sense. Tell me what is a more unified culinary selection. Spaghetti with meatballs or pancakes with croutons.
Spaghetti with meatballs.
Why?
Just
Look at the shapes. Look at the colors. You know, spaghetti with meatballs, we got red, we got maybe kind of beige or yellow for the pasta, we got brown for the, so that's kind of all in the brown-red side, same side of the color harmony. So not only are the shapes organic, but the colors are all kind of from the same side of the color wheel. Whereas pancakes and croutons, okay, well, they may kind of be similar in color, maybe. Maybe you got brown pancakes and brown croutons. But other than that, look at the shape of the pancake, circular, organic, versus the shape of the crouton. And I'm thinking like square, like croutons. Not so much unity there, all right? And that's before you even talk about the unity in terms of taste. There's certain flavors that go together, right? We were talking about last time, what was something crazy you were saying, ma'am? Something like, that was crazy. 2 flavors put together.
You mentioned chocolate beer.
Chocolate and beer, yes. But you said something else.
Fries and ice cream.
Fries and ice cream, like fry and shake. So there's something about that savory from a French fry and that sweet from the shake that tend to go together. I know when I was in LA,
You talking about meat?
kids used to, what was it? Maybe it was down south. They used to take a pickle and cut it open and put a noun-later on the inside. They used to eat pickles and noun-laters.
Oh.
Nobody's ever, maybe that was kind of old school. You heard of that?
Now it's just fruit roll-ups and pickles.
Yeah.
Fruit roll-ups and pickles, right.
Yeah.
Fruit roll-ups, what's the flavor there? Sweet,
Yeah.
right?
Sweet.
Right.
It's
And
like-
then sweet tangy. And what's the flavor for fruit roll-ups and pickles? Pickle. Salty and sour, right? And those flavors tend to kind of seem to go together, right?
Right.
Right? You don't think so?
Salty, but I don't get the pickle and fruit roll up.
Okay. Yeah, because it's there's more than one kind of sour. And I was listening to this. I listened to a lot of TED Talks, a lot of stuff on YouTube, and they were like, there are 3 different kinds of sour. There's an acidic vinegar kind of sour. There is a fruit kind of lemony kind of sour.
Right.
And then there is a lactic sour, like when you're eating Greek yogurt. There's that kind of sour. There's 3, it's got sour in, and another word for sour is tart. Tart is another word for sour, okay? And there are 3 different kinds of sour. So I know you may be thinking, oh, sour is just like lemons, right? No, that's just one of at least 3 kinds of sour. So you can see different shades within flavor. But what I'm trying to get at here is unity is when the elements that are on the plate or the elements that are in the image tend to go together either because of taste, shape, color, things like that.
So, like, what would we say in a sentence when it comes down to
Kind of like what we said with the spaghetti meatballs, you can say something like, you achieve a sense of unity. Mr. A! Come on, man. Come on. Come on. We got it. You got it. You can say, well, I achieve unity because the fact that everything color-wise is red. You can say in the red family. And you can say that the meatballs are basically red with a lot of dark gray at it. Okay? I'm trying to get at a kind of brown color.
Okay, so are you describing the color?
Right, so you can describe unity in terms of color. You can describe unity in terms of shape. The meatballs and the spaghetti, they all have organic shapes.
Maybe in terms of ideas. Like a dark shadow and a scythe both represent death.
True, unity in terms of concept, or theme, concept, thematic theme. You can do that too. You know, yeah. And to be honest with you, you'll
Talk
probably
shit.
lock in
I just finished my plate.
just one type of unity or one type of contrast or one type of texture. But when you look at it, maybe from somebody else's perspective, they'll say, well, yeah, your picture has unity in color.
Now I'm trying to take a nap in the class. What going on, brother? My bad. I wasn't paying attention. I was dogging off for my food, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Food was mad delicious, though. Food was mad delicious. Probably would get something else. Go in there, like some chicken tenders or some chicken tenders and fries or perk. No. I just don't want shorty. Like not being mean or nothing, I just don't want to date shorty. I just don't want to date shorty. Shorty just keeps saying she love me. She a freak, man. I don't care about none of that, man. Oh, man, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a quick nap. I ain't gonna hold you. I just finished my plate. Mira, that Tay girl, she keep trying to get with me. Miss Tay, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. You know, if I did, I wouldn't date you. First off, you're young. You're way too young. Second off, she was in timeout, but it's like a certain amount of time that you could put them in there for. No, I don't want to talk about it on the phone. I'm not giving you my number. Sing a song of mine. I would, but I ain't got no song to get mine right now. It's
really all one big circle, or they say in the Lion King, a circle of life. You know, one is neither good nor bad. It just is, but one depends on the other. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's when we talk about you guys being philosophers. That's what we're trying to get to. Good, very good. What's your name, sir, at the back?
Matthew.
Matthew. Very good, Matthew. Very good. All right. Yes, sir. Matthew?
Yes. Matthew
Okay.
M.
Matthew M. and Matthew what?
I'm 19.
Yeah, that clears it up, don't it?
Just call me Matt.
I'll just say, hey, you. Like that. Hey, kid. Well, I'll don't worry. I'll use context so you'll know who I'm talking about.
Or you could just be like 20.
I give. You guys don't know me very well yet, but and I don't do this as much as I used to, and I don't do it for everybody. It just depends on how this gets me. But sometimes I give students nicknames.
You could
But you can't choose the nickname. I get to choose the
I
nickname,
do.
right?
Yeah.
I want to be Flash. No, you can't. That's too cool. You can't be Flash. I had this one kid.
Yeah.
This guy came in. And every day this guy came in, he had one of them McFlurries from McDonald's. That's all he talked about. That's all he did. He'd be drinking McFlurry. So you know what his nickname was?
Flurry.
McFlurry. That was his nickname, McFlurry. And it got to the point where he was here so long, and other students were calling him by his nickname that people didn't know what his real, people know for like a couple of years, didn't know what his real name was. He was McFlurry. And he answered to McFlurry, and that was just it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm a nickname guy. All right, so does that answer your question about unity, sir?
Yes.
Excellent
Is
question.
there a mixture of different
All right.
ages in your class?
So
It looked like it.
do this. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if we can take a look at that second PowerPoint. Let's see what else we have.
I'm gonna take it now.
I'm looking at the second PowerPoint before we leave. I want to look closely at that assignment. Okay. We'll give you guys as much information as possible. Oh, I know what else I want to do. I want to look at my observations about other people's assignment for 2. So you can see, oh, okay, well, I see that person did this wrong and that person did that wrong. I want to make sure I don't do that.
Yes. What's going on? What you want? Can't reach the charger. It was on.
The creative impulse is the second one. All right? Don't not read the first one. Make sure you read all the first one. Principles of analysis and design. That is critically important. But you also want to study this. All right. We kind of got into it last time. We talked about the 4 sources of inspiration that this talks about: nature, culture, history, yourself. Just to remind you, part of your assignment is to tell us which one of these 4 influences did you choose for your artwork based on the theme word of triumph. Okay, so make sure you tell us in your PowerPoint. I chose the observation of nature as my inspiration for my artwork. Make sure you tell me that specifically, all right? Because I'm looking for that for some points. All
Quick
right?
question.
Yes.
So observation of yourself. That's just like it's not really a picture of you or
Oh, no,
a
no,
painting
no.
of you. It's
Yeah.
just explaining like what you thinking.
Yeah, your history, your background, your past, your childhood, your culture, your influences, anything involving you.
Mhm.
Now, so like you may say, you want to make a statement about triumph based on your childhood. Maybe you were the kid who they wouldn't put in the football game in Little League, and you were losing the championship, and everybody was hurt, so they put you in, and you ran across the finish line, you won the game, and now you're kind of like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer story, right?
Right.
And so now you're the champion. You led them to triumph, right?
That's it.
So that would be something, an observation of yourself that influenced you. That's just one example. That's like an example from your past. You could say an example of, well, what do you like today? What's your mood like? What's your attitude like? What's your philosophy about life? If you were to express your artwork, the theme of triumph in your artwork, but you were to use it in a context like, well, your own philosophy, your own culture, your own belief system, that's fine too. Okay? So anything that's internal to you, if that's going to be your inspiration for your artwork, using the theme triumph, that would be yourself.
Okay.
History could be not necessarily your personal history or your family history, but history, human history. Maybe the Roman Empire or Nazi Germany or colonial America or whatever, right? Y'all see the unity there? Roman, ancient Rome, Nazi Germany, United States of America,
Yeah.
kind of unity there.
Hold up.
Yes.
No, it's basically like
Hold up,
different
what?
oligarchs throughout history. Kind
Sure,
of.
you can do that, yeah.
Hold up,
Yeah.
nigga. What? Yo.
All right.
Okay.
It kind of basically
Claparoma
defines
type
what the
shit.
four inspirations are.
He don't
here.
look 19.
So if you're kind of fuzzy
How
or
old
you
you
have decided on what
Oh
your
my God.
inspiration is going to be of those four, go ahead and check out these slides.
22 or
You'll kind of
23.
find
Only if you know
for
him.
you.
Yeah. Don't ever do nothing.
Culture,
Okay, he act his age at times.
history, yourself. Okay, we talk about abstraction.
He don't
Okay,
have.
that's where you
He don't
take
have to
a,
want. He already got.
that's where you take
Tell
a
you shit.
representational object, like a chair, and then
Like
you
in
exaggerate certain parts of it, or you
Appreciate it.
simplify certain parts of it, or you stylize certain parts of it. And you don't just do it arbitrarily or for random reasons. You do it because you're trying to tell us something about that chair. Okay? Like if it had unrealistically long legs and unrealistically straight back, and it was very geometric. Okay? Maybe but the back was real long and straight, but the seat was really small. Then, like if you were to draw a chair,
You read too slow, that what kills me. Bro, I be looking at the chat late.
That's the seat. It had really long legs.
God.
Okay, now just for scale, I'll draw a person sitting there. Okay? So I made an abstract version of a chair. What am I trying to say about that chair? Well, that's not really I want a statement more than just, hey, I can look at it and see it's tall. I'm looking for like a value statement.
It's a seat of power.
Could be a seat of power, or it could be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I can't imagine, especially with this back and this really tiny seat, maybe the person needs to be a little bit bigger.
Or it could be both, lonely at the top.
Yeah. All that works. All that works. But the idea is that I'm making a statement about the chair by making an abstraction of the chair, right? Or let's say you have a person. I need to redeem myself from that last drawing. You have a person. Okay. All right. And then a king's crown may look like this. That's about correct to scale, maybe a little bigger. But you made a king's crown for this person, made an abstraction of his crown. So it's like this. Okay?
I ain't gonna cap. That
That's
guy's
enough.
big as shit.
But I made an abstraction of that crown. Why did I make that abstraction? What am I saying? What's my theme?
He's like,
You know a lot of stuff, okay?
What's it now?
You king of everything.
You can't what now?
King of everything?
It could be. It could be.
You the biggest king. You the biggest king.
It could be the biggest king.
Yeah,
It could be that.
kind.
I probably could have done a little better job as far as illustrating this, as far as.
I gotta miss.
You ever heard heavy,
That's what happens.
heavy hangs the crown, heavy hangs the head that wears the crown.
Dang, why you doing like that?
Heavy hangs the head that wears the crown. Like a really big, heavy crown saying, hey, what does that mean? Big, heavy hangs the head that wears the crown. What does that mean?
A lot of responsibility.
A lot of responsibility being king,
Facts.
right? People think it's just, hey, it's fun and games, and lots of money, and having a good time, and popping Cristal and all that. That's what we did back in the 90s, popping Cristal up in the club, right? But I shot a lot of these videos like that. You know, the slow motion, guys going into the club, got your posse, and you got the champagne spewing out. That's like every 90s music video, right?
Facts.
I said, mostly by Biggie, but somebody like that, right? So the idea is I made an abstraction of that crown, or better yet, if it was not even a person wearing a crown, it was a person hunched over, trying to stand up straight. Little stick figure there, trying to stand up straight wearing that crown. Now that's a little more clear, isn't it? As far as this person, say this guy is the king, right? Well, he could be the king, or he could be a commoner. But the idea is there's a lot of responsibility and a lot of weight involved with that crown, right? So if you're, so I'll give you an example. If your keyword was responsibility, or if it was authority, see, that was your theme word for the week. You could do something like this, where it's like, well, the crown represents authority, and this represents a person saying authority. Yeah, it's a high price to pay. It can be a really heavy burden having authority, you know. So the abstraction of the crown tells me something about life. That's my theme. All right, that makes sense.